So that's off here now, isn't it? Yeah. Welcome to Field 2 for Seattle Grizzlies versus Denver Bulldogs women's game. It's 4 p.m. kickoff and the siren's about to go and we're about to get underway. What an absolute beautiful day for footy it is today. The breeze has really tapered off just recently, so let's see how we go for this game, which is about to get off. Excellent. We've got myself, Adam Gomolinski, the founder of Aussie Rules the World podcast, together with Heath. Welcome, Heath.
Yeah, how's it going? Great day for football. It has been. It still is.
I was just telling our viewers that as well. It's what an absolute beautiful day. I mean, you've had a hit out on there. How's the field going at the moment? What's it like out there?
In the morning was a bit dewy, but now that things have dried out and there's a bit of a breeze, it's not too hot. It's actually, the conditions are actually great.
Excellent. So we've got a pack formed down about 50 metres from Seattle's goal. It's a ball up here, and we're just underway a few minutes into the first quarter. Throw up here, tap down. Denver jumps on it. Still a pack forming. Everyone's around the ball. We finally got it out. Seattle kicks forward. Lovely left foot forward, and then running onto it, number 33. Little bit of a dance and sidestep. Kicks it into the middle. Has she found a team member? No.
So great effort to run that out of full back from the Bulldogs. Finding a player here on the wing right in front of the commentary booth.
Strong mark there as well.
Absolutely. A good transition from defense to attack. Our senior VP in the central region, Emma Bangs, amongst that pack, number 2 there.
Good hands out of the pack there. Strong bump there. Went to ground.
I love it.
Denver handballs on. There's got a bit of a team going right now. Ooh, we've got a bit scrappy, but they're getting there.
So a bit of a wobbly kick there out, but it did the job driving it forward.
Denver with a kick forward. They've got 2 people here. Will it stay in, though? That is the question. We've got just stayed in. Goes from the boundary. Handballs in. Denver this is. Kicks towards the goal. I think we might have our first. No.
Oh, big punch.
Did not make the distance. And great work by Seattle in defense. Seattle are coming out on the half-back flank here. 2 contested ball. Great work by Seattle just then, but only as far as the Denver player. The umpire's not called anything, so it's play on.
So still pretty scrappy. I think both teams are kind of getting their legs. You know, the soreness from the first game today, just kind of getting that off. But in terms of being organized, looks like Seattle definitely they seem a bit more deliberate in what they're trying to do.
So Amanda Bowe there just nearly taking an intercept mark, but Seattle picks it up, kicks it to the midfield where Denver has picked up the ball, handballs out to her wingman, kicks it forward, a little bit of a smother there, and then Denver have got the ladies in the motion. Denver kicks forward, half full play. Oh, big collision, but they both are fine. Denver picks up the ball, goes towards goal, and we have the VP again. Nearly, I would thought she was about to kick the goal of the century.
Oh, that was the VP versus our incoming president.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I bet neither of them wanted to hurt each other. Otherwise, they'll do more work for next year.
So a big tackle there, a big bump off the ball. 3 players go down. Ball stays completely stationary. Umpire says, let's ball this up. Let's create some space, and we're going to have a restart.
So what are the tactics here today? How should the girls be thinking about playing, especially with the wind going left to right?
Yeah, and having played 2 games already today, the goal is a good 2 to 3 goal breeze, definitely. And the flight of the ball can be tricky going against and with the wind. So you just have to be cognizant of that and try to read the flight of the ball. Otherwise, it's gonna cause turnovers.
So Seattle trying to get it out of their back 50 here, but Denver intercepts, goes towards goal, and it looks like they have nearly taken a mark, but it's dropped to ground, crumbed, and it is across the face. Yep. But it looks like it still stayed in the play. Denver are trying to gather it here, but I think they're Seattle are just corralling them. It's definitely going to be a ball up here, as I feel. No! Seattle have taken it out. Kicks towards the halfback flank. We've got a bit of a 2-on-1 situation, and the one wins. Denver goes forward, gets it to her teammate. Unfortunately, big hit, but she's getting straight back up there. That's what we call tough footy.
Yeah, that was a for that player to take that hit. So basically, a hip into your shoulders, you're bent over the ball, totally legal. But man, it certainly rang her clock. But she popped back up. So that toughness on display.
I would have been on the ground still.
Same. I would have been crying.
Denver goes for goal, and we have no packed form, but no mark. We've got the VP again for the first goal. And it is across the face, out of bounds.
Emma Bangs went bang with the footy just across the face. I think she's dangerous.
Is that a special guest I see on the field right now?
It looks like God. Where have I seen him before?
Where have I seen him?
Yeah, it's a club. I can't think of the name of the club.
Starts with A and ends in Austin. Nah, it looks like Mason Cox doing a bit of running in the water out there for the girls, which is lovely of him.
Yeah. Love the man, hate his club, but we'll talk about that later.
Don't worry, I'm the same boat here. So we've got, it looks like a boundary throw in about 70 metres out from Denver's goal here. No, sorry, it's actually a free kick to Seattle. I actually missed what happened, but we'll call it something. Seattle kicks it forwards towards their wing. Looks like Denver pounce on the ball, kicks forward to the field. Not many people there for Denver, but here the Crummers are. Great tackle there by Seattle. Looks like that's holding the ball. The umpire's yet to call it. Denver pounce on it. Comes out of the pack, kicks off the ground. Onto the ball, picks it up cleanly, kicks forward to get some possession forward, which is lovely. But Seattle cover it and kick it back out of defense. Got a few people here. Just got to pick up the ball. Ooh. I think the umpire missed a bit of a throw there.
Yeah, it ended up going in the way of, things have a way of working themselves out because that throw went right to a Denver player who played on.
Seattle kicks out, tries to find a man, but hit two Denver players. One of them comes up with it, kicks forward, and it is a pack forming, but no mark still. It's dropped to the ground. Can we get a crummer? Yes, we can. But a goal-saving tackle by
and Emma Banks goes bang for it. I don't know on the full.
How did that happen?
I don't know. She was right in front of goals. I think she didn't settle it herself, which is hard to do when you're under pressure, and just sprayed it across the face, a goal there. And again, I think the desperation around the football from both sides is pretty amazing.
And that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, we've got 2 days really to prove yourself on the footy field. You're giving 100%, and I feel like every game I've watched so far, you're seeing 100% of the play. They're going in hectively in the legal manner, might I add. But we're seeing some really great football here. If you're around Sarasota and you're not here, get here now.
These tournaments are absolutely fabulous, and the desperation comes from the fact that you cannot, if you have any chance of winning the grand final, if you have any chance of taking silverware home, you cannot lose. You cannot lose a game. So that's the desperation, and you're seeing it here on display.
Ball up here in the half-forward flank for Denver. Seattle kicked up the ball but smothered, so it's still in the half-forward flank for Denver. Seattle pounce onto it again. Can she get it out? No, it's a ball up here. About, again, 70 metres, but on the other side. So, 0-0 here in the first half. And hopefully we'll get our first goal all behind shortly.
Yeah, I think it's in the cards.
And Denver's really got the play here, so they've definitely got the momentum, but can Seattle really pull that one back and get one out of the hat?
So good roving, bumped as she was trying to dispose. Looking for options, great shepherd there. Use of her players, running and giving them the option to shepherd. Really good use of
I'm going to make an assumption here, but that seemed like definitely some Gaelic football there.
It could have been.
In a football way, but the way that she pounced on the ball, very skillful, very skillful. I mean, that's how you kind of see the Gaelic players.
So it's number 1, Iris Wu, that we've noticed is really making an impact and really running hard. Torpy into the danger zone, not marked cleanly. Denver trying to get it out. Hand pass. Shot for goal.
And we are... No, we're still not on the scoreboard here.
Mason Cox having a chat. Oh, no, handing out water as he does. Good to put that boy to work. Give him something to do. He's had a kind of a low-key couple of weeks.
That's it. I mean, when you win the premiership, you can really do whatever you want these days.
You can. Especially him here. Yeah, I think he can. So yeah, whatever. All right, so we've got. I don't know if the ball went out in the full, if there was a free. We missed all that. But here's a kick from Denver.
We have our first goal of the game.
Centimeter perfect, that kick. There was absolutely no doubt in that. That was a beautiful kick.
What a kick, and what an angle.
Yeah, pretty right from the pocket, a little bit inside 50. And in this breeze, still, there was absolutely no doubt right through the center of the sticks. Great goal.
If you want to understand how to kick for goal in today's weather, definitely go find Catherine Osegura.
Yes, obviously she knows what she's doing.
Hopefully I said that right. Apologies if I didn't.
I've been known to slaughter names, and I've done a ton of that already today, so apologies to everybody.
So we're going to be doing literally a segment at the end, just apologising to everyone we've misspelled, mispronounced.
That's like we say, John Smith. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, John Smith.
Ball up here in the middle. Denver getting first possession here. The ruckman has taken it out. It's a little kick forward, just straight to a Seattle player, but then it's been a bit of a...
And there's Iris Wu. There she goes. Look at that. The speed.
Kicks out, back into the midfield. Bit of under... Oh, Denver was a bit harder at the ball then. Took it onto it. Kicks forward and finds...
The Seattle defensewoman, I'll say, did a great job of just getting front and center and getting in front of her direct opponent, but still bottled up there in the attacking 50 of Denver.
Denver really on top here. What a tackle!
Oh, great tackle!
Yes, umpire. Thank you. What an unbelievable effort there to get the tackle, because that was going to be an open goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Saved a goal there with that tackle for sure.
Kicks forward. Denver pounce on it. Handballs into the midfield. Handballs into the middle. Handballs again. Kicks forward. Is there someone there to mark it? No, but looks like Emma. No.
April Munn punched that ball away. She was in that contest.
Seattle about in the back half now. Handballs over. Kicks towards the wing. But Denver are there ready to clean it up. No, Seattle have intercepted. No, the umpire's called for, I guess, a holding the person decision there. It's unbelievable to be able to see the women's footy here and how much it's grown. I mean, it's only recently, isn't it, when the women's were introduced here at Nationals?
Yeah, it's been now, I guess, close to more than 10 years, but the standard has gotten so much better. As experienced players become better, but the standard of play among the women has really skyrocketed, and it's great to see.
I mean, women's sport is just as entertaining as men's sport, and whoever says it's not...
Shut up.
Exactly.
You don't like sport.
Exactly.
You don't like sports if you say that, yeah.
So we've got a kick in here for Seattle. 1-1-7 to 0. Or to 0. I'm not actually sure what the correct terminology is there. Did you say nil? Did you say 0?
I wouldn't say nil. I would say 0.
Yeah, we'll go with 0. Denver kicks it into the middle, but Seattle are there to intercept the ball. So Seattle kind of need to settle themselves a little bit here, just to find a few little kicks to amongst themselves. But, here we go. Denver pounds. What the speed of that turn! Kicks it in. She gonna find someone? No, but there again, dancing feet of the Irish. And it's out of bounds here, about 70 metres out from the goal. Are we saying metres here, or what?
Yeah, you can say meters. Yeah, we know what it means.
I've got to join you, not the other way around. We're in your home turn.
No, I would say 50 meter. I would say 50 meter line, 50 meter this, whatever. I think what we're seeing here is that the wind playing a major factor, right? Because the Seattle's really having trouble getting it out of their back line, and it's kind of breaking down here in the middle of the ground. And they've got to find a way to stem Denver's flow, because they're going to have the wind in the second half, and they'll be on the back foot, but they'll have to figure out how to translate that into goals.
And it's also lucky it's for Seattle right now, because Denver could be at least 3-4 goals up right now.
Yeah.
The way it's being played. So Seattle are very lucky. So can they capitalize on the luck that they're getting? Here we go. Denver out of the plaque. Kicks forward. Not many people there. People are running onto it. We have 2 Seattles and a great tackle there, but it's play uncalled by the umpire.
Another big bump. But the player gets right back up. Seattle player looks a little shooken up, number 42, but she's she's back into it. She looks good.
Here we go. Seattle's great opportunity to get it forward here, but Denver's defense are holding up. Great U-turn there, a long kick forward. Can she find her teammate? This comes to the ground. Seattle again out of defense, but it's a nice tackle there by Emma.
Emma fighting, being shoved off the ball pretty far, actually. And a kick off the deck to a Denver player, right to a Seattle player.
Taylor Jensen there. Oh no, it must have been a free kick for Seattle.
Possibly. Play on.
Kicks out. Doesn't look like too much of a kick, but it stayed in play. Oh, picks up. What a blind turn.
Oh, big
Long
kick.
towards goal. Is it going to bounce through here?
Looks like it is. No, right.
Oh, the unluckiest of all bounces. And then I don't know if that was a handful or not.
What happened there?
Something's going on here.
From this vantage point, it looked like the ball just stopped dead right in the.
It was a throw.
And then she threw it, kind of like panicked and threw it. That must have what it had happened.
Definitely.
That's really unfortunate. And a mental error there. You know, you're panicked. You're in the goal square. You've got nowhere to hide. You could see somebody panicking there and saying, you know. So that's rather unfortunate. And just a mental error.
And what's the rule here with deliberate behind?
My understanding is it can't be deliberate.
Okay.
You can punch
So
it.
it's normal.
You can punch it through, just like in the AFL, right?
Yeah, excellent. So
And we were slow to adopt that rule. I think. I don't remember when we adopted it. The AFL was a while ago.
So watch AFL scoreboard here. 2-1-13 Denver to 0 Seattle. The old Grizzlies. Ball up here in the middle of the ground. Pack is forming. Crumb picked up by Seattle. But again, Denver are clearing it out of their defense. Great tackle there by Seattle. Thought it was going to be a long kick into the forward line, but mistaken there.
Oh, absolutely smashed in that tackle and just kept going, trying to strip that ball away. And that tackle was great defensive move, and really let the Seattle player knew she was tackled.
I've always had a theory about this. I reckon women's footy, in a sense, is a lot tougher than men's footy. The way that they go in is insanely fierce.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, with men, I think going in that hard, tempers start to flare, and men have to be men, but women just play hard, it seems. They just play hard, and they're okay with it.
And they get straight back up. Kicks out by the Denver player. Big bump there, but great work. The bump and then the handball out, and then a tackle by the Denver player. So it looks like it's going to be a ball up here by the umpire.
Yeah, umpire said no prior opportunity. She was trying to get rid of it as she was tackled, but just wasn't able to get it out. Big punch there. Big punch by the ruckman.
So how is Seattle going to get a goal right now? What do they need to do?
What they really need to do is maybe not rely on kicks and try to keep the ball out of the wind. If they're going to kick it, it's got to be low, or they're going to have to use the hand pass. But this game right now is being totally bottled up, it seems, and that space is going to allow that free-flowing hand passes to just get the ball moving forward.
So I guess it's using your pace and just really running it down as easily as possible. I mean, we're seeing kicks, but you kick it straight up in the air and the wind just takes it.
Yeah.
I think that was a mark by the Denver player there. So it looks like I'm going to go 75 this time, 75 meters out. Long kick into the forward line. And, thought that was going to be a mark by Seattle, but it came to ground. Denver pounced on it. And what have we got? Denver picks up the ball, but no one's in the goal square, just a Seattle player. Who plays on and taking on her opponent. Is that a brave decision? Got out of that, luckily.
Got out of it, luckily. Could have ended up being something terrible. Bit of a late bump there. No, a free kick awarded for Denver. Looks like a little bit of a late hit into the contest. Didn't look like she had eyes for the footy.
Great work there by the Seattle defender, but went straight to the Denver player. Here we go. Seattle pick up the ball in their back line. And looks like it might be half-time here. So just to recap, the score is 2-1-13 Denver Bulldogs women's to 0 Seattle Grizzly women. What do you think about that first half?
Oh, I think it's great. I love watching footy, no matter who's playing. But yeah, watching the women play. This is actually the first game I've commented on for the women's game, so it's long overdue. The game here, the wind. It's going to be the wind, and the way women play the game is a little bit more in packs. It's going to get bottled up. So those kicks, when they do squirt out, have got to make something. They've got to create a transition, and when they don't, it's just going to be bottled up. So it'd be really interesting to see when the second half, if that's flipped, right? Which would be great because my head is kind of hurting. My neck is hurting watching this side of the field. I'd like to watch this side of the field now.
Well, we'll see how Denver bring it into the second half. Maybe we'll be turning to the left this time. But I guess we'll see if Seattle can really capitalize on the wind or Denver really just going to be taking it away. So we'll be back in a few minutes' time, and we'll see you then. Welcome back to the second half here of the Seattle Grizzlies versus Denver Bulldogs women's game on Field 4 here in Sarasota. I'm Adam Gomolinski. I'm the host of Aussie Rules the World podcast, here with Heath Moore. Heath, what can we expect for the second half here?
Well, I'm curious to see how the wind is going to affect passage of play here. It seems to be, although the Seattle backline was pretty tenacious and did a great job of stemming the flow from Denver. But Denver seemed to control passage of play a lot more. Yeah. I couldn't hear anything. Can you hear me?
Excellent. Well, let's get into the second half here. Ball up here in the middle.
So ball squirting out. Denver trying to get a boot to ball. Cut off by Seattle player. Bangs it forward. Big kick into the attack. Off by a Denver fullback. Long hand pass into space. Running. Looks like she was tackled off the ball. No, says the umpire. Play on. Might have been an incorrect disposal, but again, play on. Hand pass out the back. Denver with a wobbly old kick into the hands of a Seattle midfielder, and a big kick.
Booming kick there.
That runs along. Looks like Seattle's going to have their first chance. No, it's going to get cut off by Denver. Denver making that transition from half back into the center of the ground.
That was the epitome of football there. What an ugly bounce that was. That was an open goal there, but got a very cruel bounce. But Denver took it away, and looks like there is a free kick going to Seattle. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Going to Denver looked like a push in the back, which I thought. So we're in the middle of the field here. Kicks forward to and Denver attack it now. Another kick forward by Denver. Emma's open.
Emma
Beautiful
Banks, there she
pick it
goes, around the body. Big kick, it's running.
Oh, what a tackle! Ball!
Yep, holding the ball. Great effort by, Emma's kick into the goal square. Great effort by the Denver player, trying to create something, but just, outnumbered 2-on-1 in a tackle situation is not good, and looks like she's pretty slow to get up.
Not sure what happened there. We're a bit too far away from that, but definitely a bit sore. So trainers are coming out to her, but looks like she's getting up now, which is an admirable effort once again.
So it looks like she's got the binoculars out, and she's looks like she's holding her head. So maybe a knee to the back of the head. Maybe she hit her head on the ground in that second tackle. She looks like she's in not feeling the best. I'm sure we'll get her attended to here quickly.
So we're going to have a bit of a suffer play here now. Oh no, ball up by the umpire. Denver in the half forward pocket, I would say. But Seattle picked up beautifully and been tackled. Which is holding the ball. What a absolute effort there by Denver Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like the backline player for Seattle just picked a line that had space and just took off running. And I don't know, we can't hear from this side, but maybe her teammates didn't tell her, hey, you're hot. And she was chased down.
They always tell you from an early age, communicate. So we've got Denver now, 3 goals, 1-19 to Seattle yet to score. And this was a half where Seattle actually have the win, so that's probably not the best start for them. So hopefully they can get the advantage, because it probably wouldn't be that too far off if they get a few goals here. The wind is probably around that 3 to 4 goal wind.
It is, but you can probably sense a bit of desperation starting to seep in from Seattle. They really need to get their feet and try to get some points on the board here, because time is running out in this format. And if you're behind, you just don't have time to catch up.
No, that's it. Long kick down by Seattle to the half forward, and it's just Denver in the back line. Mark, brilliant intercept. Mark takes on now out of the half back, kicks forward. She's got a team member out wide who uses all the strength to get it out. Handballed forward, but intercepted back by Seattle. A little bit of sweeping there by the player. Oh, could be in the back there. No, the umpire said play on. Denver kicks out. We've got a player here by Denver. The dancing feet. I need to see who this is. Number 19 is Marissa, poor boy.
Nothing poor about her passage of play. Super fit. She's been running really hard and light on her feet. There she goes again. Looking for a disposal from Seattle, taking a bit too long to get out. He really didn't have any options, the Seattle player, unfortunately, and it's going to be holding the ball.
Definitely a bit of a skateboard move there. A bit of a 360 turned into a 720. So that's why the umpire calls for holding the ball there, because she didn't dispose of it quickly. Kicks forward out. Found her teammate very well, who's then kicked on. But Seattle look like they're going to clean it up here. No, yes, Seattle cleans it up here, but great smother and desperation by the Denver player. But Seattle picks up the ball, runs around, kicks towards
Big
goal.
kick, that looks good. Oh, cut off by the fullback for Denver. Well done.
And that looks like it's Haley Kasanek, who must have a sister on the field as well, Lindsay Kasanek. So shout out to the Kasaneks for bringing a few players to the team.
Yeah, good for them. Family affair.
Seattle now kicking, or trying to get it out, but they've been held up by Denver. So ball up here in Denver's 50. Few minutes into the first quarter already. Hit out, but Seattle picks up the ball, finally kicks towards goal. Do they have their first point? No, it's just rolled out on the boundary.
So Seattle really need to make sure that they're getting points in these chances, because time is running out. They have the win. They cannot afford to let this ball come back out. So a shot on goal. Looks like it just kind of errant shot collected by the Denver backman right in front of the behind post. Ball squirts out, runs over the boundary line. We're going to do a boundary line throw in.
Throw it in. Beautiful throw in there. Tapped forward by Seattle. Seattle about to crumb onto it, but Denver were there to kick it out, and it's just gone out of play again. Another throw in.
So a great job by the back line there. Just you know, the desperation, just get it out. Get it out, get it to the pockets, get it into the safe zone.
Absolutely. And Denver are definitely in control here at the moment. So let's say Seattle can at least fight back. Start with one goal and work your way back. But we've got another throw in here. And hopefully Seattle can push forward for their first major of the day. Throw in here. Another beautiful throw in by the boundary umpire. Clears the pack. And looks like Seattle are coming. No, it looks like there might be a free kick here. Just trying to work out. To Seattle. Okay, so lining up probably 45 meters out. Not really an angle, but pretty close in front. So this is definitely a gettable opportunity here by Amelia Carr.
That looks like a good kick. Looks like it's just a little offline. The wind probably took that a bit. That crosswind is pretty vicious, but something to hang your hat on for Seattle. At least now they're getting shots on goal.
That's it. And you got to capitalize in this wind. If it's there, take it. And as you said before, you just got to run it through. Just get it forward. So Denver on the kick in here, plays on. Long kick forward, lovely long kick there.
Kick.
And found her teammate, but eventually dropped it. And Seattle were there to pick it up. But Denver then have cut it off again. But now looks like it's going to be in a dispute. No, Denver pounces on it and kicks it forward. But only as far as a contest forming. Seattle have the ball, tried to get it out, but again, it's just going to be another ball up here. Unless the umpire decides to let it go, and they do, and Denver are able to get it out. Kick towards the wing, where you see a few Seattle players kick forward. Seattle again, kicking it forward. It looks like we're really in a bit of a scrap heap there. But Denver finally get it out to get it forward to her team member. But again, Seattle there to pick it off, and there's room. One bounce. Long kick.
So Seattle trying to create some kind of transition here into their half-forward line. Looks like the ball got bottled up. Umpire says, I'll have it.
Ball up here in the middle of the ground. Both go up. Denver win the clearance and out to her team member, but it looks like there's 3 Seattles to 1 Denver, and of course Seattle's taken it away with a kick towards their forward line. We've got 27 who Kastanek again, but looks like it's been tackled. So holding the ball there, free kick to Seattle. So I must have got that wrong with that call. So Denver must have had that play, but tackled by the Seattle team member. Handball's risky handball there, but kicked forward by Seattle, bouncing towards the boundary line, and it looks like it'll be kept in and taken forward, and that looks like it'll be out of bounds here. So it's definitely an interesting game. Not really much flowing in this second half. We've had a lot of contested ball, and looks like Seattle here takes it out of the pack, kicks forward, kicks to a team member, and again didn't get possession of it. The little sidestep. Sometimes you got to back yourself there.
Yeah.
Go for the goal.
So a bit of space running, trying the Seattle player trying to get it up, just bangs it forward, kind of out of desperation. Looks trying to find, is that Kesnick again? Into their attacking 50. There's a chance here. Disrupted by the Denver back.
Oh, what
defensive
a pickup
players.
and what a goal! What an unbelievable individual effort there.
Yeah, that was a lot of hard running by the Seattle player. I didn't catch the number, but great effort, great second, great third effort to create something going, something that Seattle can get excited about and feel like they've got control of this game.
They're definitely still in this game.
Absolutely. It's a lot closer than the scoreline would suggest, but yeah, just making your opportunities count.
With the wind and the format, that Seattle could definitely be taking this one. So Denver really, I feel like, might need to be lifting their efforts a little bit here. Have they used too much energy in that first half? And now Seattle are looking to capitalise. Throw up here in the middle of the ground. Both teams collected, but Denver are first to pounce on it. Kicks up, gets the winds taken it a bit, and pretty much nearly caught the same ball. Seattle get a kick out of the pack and actually found her teammate. So we've got a mark here about 80 metres out from goal. Kicks forward to a full forward there. And looks like Seattle are there pouncing, but did not get a kick.
Yeah, smothered kick there, trying to get this attack reorganized. Looks like Denver's going to be able to mop this up. No, Seattle player running free, takes a bounce. Big kick going into the danger zone, kind of cut off by Denver, collected by the Seattle player. Seattle player tries to kick around her body, doesn't quite get good purchase on her kick, and it's out on the full.
Do you center it? Do you go for goal? It's always the $1,000,000 question.
Yeah, personally, I play in the forwards, so I would go for goal, but the smart player is just put it where we can create something.
That's it. As a forward loves to say, goals first.
Yeah.
So Seattle here have it in there, right at the center square, but Denver's defense held up there.
Yeah.
And looks like it's going to be a ball up in pretty much right in front of Seattle's goal.
Yeah, pretty tenacious effort from the Denver backline.
So Seattle trying to pounce on the ball. They want to get a goal here. They know if they don't get a goal in this chance, time is going to run out. So this is a very pivotal point in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks like Seattle have the kick. Must have been out. But we are on a tight angle. Are we going to see a miraculous goal here? Obviously not a forward, because she centered it.
Maybe she's a former backline player.
So Seattle getting it forward now, but Denver are there to mop up.
Oh, shrugged it off. Said, get out of my face, lady. Well done. Couple elbows getting thrown there, just to shrug off those tackles.
And no one shirked either. They were there, both of themselves. But Denver now have the free kick. It must have been holding the ball then.
Yeah, possibly.
Kicks forward to her teammate who marks it.
Good option
Beautiful.
there.
Great there. Great kick and great option.
And very patient, waiting for the flight to follow the flight of the ball.
Well, that's probably what we want to see from Denver over the next few minutes. Is really holding the play up a little bit, letting the clock kind of run down, but obviously not really giving it away too much. But Seattle takes it away here. In their forward 50 here, but then Denver again mop it up. Seattle, a brick wall in the middle of the ground. Again, we've got to see Seattle get some goals very quickly. I'm not sure how long's left, but I can tell you it's less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, and at this rate, whoa!
Ooh, that's exactly what we're talking about. That came off a Denver player. Is that going to be? No, they've called it a behind.
They've called it a behind.
Could have easily been called deliberate.
Yes, yeah. I'll have to ask. I'm actually, now that we were talking about it, I'm not 100% sure that that's the rule here. I know we didn't initially adopt it.
So stay tuned, anyone who's interested in this. We will find out.
Big kick against the wind.
Seattle there taking the mark, but dropped it, but was able to still collect it and pass to a teammate who has kicked it forward. And a strong mark by the full forward. This is an opportunity to get that second goal that they've been desperately going for the last few minutes. Can they make sure this is an accurate kick? Kicks forward, and it looks like it looks...
Oh! Banged it. Hit the post. That's a heartbreaker. That would have been, if that had gone through, this would have been a one-kick game.
Absolutely, and that changes things. That would have changed things, but now Seattle still have to get that goal just to get up to the second goal. So we've got the score is 19, Denver to 3, Seattle. Denver kicks out towards the halfback flank, picks it up, gets a strong kick forward, bangs again, but nearly bangs, but on her hands and knees, we're able to get it forward. There's not many Denver players, but look who's coming! Ooh.
Oh, Iris Wu, the rocket!
Great work by Seattle in the defense just there. Desperation. So Seattle have it now on the wing with just to pick up, collect play. Was pretty much taken off. Yes, as we thought, it would be a free kick there for a push in the back. Right in front of the commentators here.
Yeah, just a push in the back. That's Amelia Carr, who's taking that penalty. Kicks it into space. Looks like it's going to roll toward the boundary line. Just saw... the Bulldogs player just wisely just saw it over the boundary line to lock it down, waste time, right? Wasting time.
Throw in here. This umpire, honestly, has got an absolute excellent throw-in.
Yes, very pretty. Very pretty.
I mean, if we were trying to do that throw-in competition last night, that would have been one of the favourites, I feel.
He certainly would have...
We'll try and get a quick interview with him after the game.
So tell us about where did you hone your technique?
And will you be competing next season for the throwing competition? Oh, another big hit there, but Seattle were able to get it out. No, it's been put back in. No, been thrown back out again. When I say throw, it's been tapped out. We're not throwing in the sport. We're not playing rugby. Dancing feet here by Denver, who kicks it forward towards a bunch of Seattle players, and Seattle are able to gather it and kick it long towards their back line. Excellent mark there.
Oh, wow. That was a great pack mark by the number 19 for the Bulldogs, Marissa Poorboy. Again, nothing poor about her effort. That was a great mark in traffic.
Seattle takes it off the pack and nearly throw it up, but handballed out to space, and Seattle are able to jump onto it. Picks it up, rides his bump there, and holding the ball.
Yeah, I think the ball just kind of squirting out after taking another player on. Kind of that's going to be holding the ball. This is a chance for Denver to really seal this. She's going to waste as much time as she can. There's no rush to kick this.
And if she walked any further back, she would have been out of bounds. Kicks forward. Ooh.
Never seen anyone celebrate taking a mark. It was a lovely mark, but I've never seen anyone celebrate. Now she's also gonna do the same thing. Just milk the clock as best she can.
Yep, that's it. About to kick long. I mean, do you celebrate that?
I mean, it's in the season, so it's to celebrate, and that will waste some time. The ball was kicked out on the full. The Denver Bulldogs player Haley Kestenek just miskicked it, went on the full. This kick from the boundary line wasn't all that great either, and knocked over the boundary line. Hooter is blown. I don't think that's our field.
Sometimes it gets a bit misplaced where you hear all the sirens going all at once. Which field is it? But I just wait for the players to start celebrating, and then I'm like, okay, must be this field.
That is a good indication of what has happened. So hand pass out the forward. I think that's our Hooter.
See, technique worked.
Yeah. So well done.
Yeah.
Fair play to the Bulldogs.
We've just got a special coverage here just by the boundary umpire. Our fans are just wanting to know what's your technique? Where did you learn your technique about throwing in the ball?
Just as a kid, I just would, throw it around and playing footy and everything. I kind of enjoy it.
Well, we've been talking about this whole game, and it is very, very, very pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah, well done.
Been doing it since a junior. He was saying, what's your name? Sorry. Bailey's been doing it since a junior. I think he's got a new career.
Yeah.
And watch out for Bailey, the boundary umpire. But today was all about Denver Bulldogs women. The scoreline was 19-9 in the end. Seattle were not able to make up that margin, even with that wind. What did you take of that game? What were your favorite moments?
So the fact that Denver were able to use the wind to their advantage in the first half and do what forward line players are supposed to do, get goals. They were able to do that. Now in the second half, they changed the script, right? Tenacious backline play, right? And Seattle, the game was very close. Possessions pretty even. Seattle just were not able to get. They had some bad luck there, and they had their chances. They really, really did, and it was a very close game, but just weren't able to just get the footy through the sticks.
And at the end of the day, if you don't take your chances, you don't take your chances. I'm Adam Gomolinsky. This is Heath Moore, and we were here today with Seattle Grizzlies versus Denver Bulldogs, and we will see you shortly. Goodbye.